One of the things that I didn't realize when we were putting it together is shortly after it was released was that it's the first book out of Canada on online dispute resolution. Now, there have been some books like Richard Susskind released a book in 2019 called Online Courts and the Future of Justice. He's based out of the UK. And in that book, he credits Canada as being amongst the world leaders in online dispute resolution. He talks about the Civil Resolution Tribunal out of British Columbia, which was online. But there hadn't been a collection or anything from Canadian authors that had really talked about this. And we have a number of examples around the country of administrative tribunals, of technology being put to use, and those sorts of things. So I was surprised that we were the first, but there has been a lot of enthusiasm about that as well. And one thing that's been really cool with this is being able to go, like the iCoder podcast we did with the fellow who's hosting it out of New Zealand. The mediate.com stuff is going to be down in the US. We did a keynote for International Mediation Awareness Week representing the Americas. It was just really nice to be able to take this Canadian perspective and share it with others who have similar types of challenges, but haven't heard as much as they perhaps should have around what's been happening up here.
And what's kind of unique about these tribunals, and I think really unique here at the moment and making Canada leader, is the fact that these are designed for the end user. They're designed for the people who have the disputes, not for the professionals who assist them, which the traditional court system is. And that's a huge change. And that's why, and the technology gives greater access. But we can go back before that. British Columbia has had a distant mediation program going on since, I don't know, 2010 maybe, with guidelines. And they also, Legal Aid BC did a fair amount of work using technology. They used the Modria technology from the US. So, I mean, we've had that. And you know, there's studies, center dealing with artificial intelligence and dispute resolution at Queen's University Law School and engineering. It's funny, ADR, not a core subject in law school, and it's often hard to get full-time professors to teach it, so it's usually adjunct to teach it. However, when you put in technology, everybody wants to teach it, so it works well. And there's that. There's Cyber Justice Lab in Montreal. So there's a lot going on and has been for a while. And I think we don't trumpet that enough. You know, we're in everyone's shadow, and in fact, we're not. And I wrote a review of a book on, you know, comparing different dispute resolution systems and behaviors in the world, a comparative one. And my main comment was Canada's missing from this. You know, in fact, the editor got back to me and said, yeah, I agree, kind of sorry about that. But I think it's a good opportunity for us to push forward something different. And Canada has a history of, you know, being an innovator in technology.